Hello, 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 everyone. How is everybody doing today? I am doing just great. Thank you again very much for asking. I appreciate it. Well, it's been a hot minute since I've done a video. I'm filming this after Thanksgiving, so I hope everybody had a wonderful Thanksgiving day or weekend or 4 days. I took 4 days off from work. It was amazing. Long overdue. And I had my grandkids for a couple of days. We had wonderful dinner and just, it was just wonderful. It was so nice to be able to sit back and relax and enjoy family time and exactly what Thanksgiving was supposed to be all about. So I hope you and your family, again, had the same thing as I did. So anyway, so as you guys can see by my title, this particular video is about my word of the year. Now I know you'll probably see a lot of videos. A lot of people are, coming up with key phrases that they really want to try to incorporate in their lives and things to plan for and to shoot for and goals and everything like that. So I went back and I reviewed my word of the year for this year in my planner, and I always keep it at the very beginning. And my word for this year was simplicity. And I kind of went through, I had seen this, somebody had made this on, I had watched a YouTube video of it, and they kind of put this together, and then each page was a different task or thing that they wanted to achieve, and I had done this for the last couple of years. So looking back, the first part of the year started off well. It started off very well. And then we ran into some family things that kind of took my simplicity word, didn't make it so simplistic anymore, but that's okay. This is a guide and a goal and just something to look back on and reflect. And so, I mean, I probably would have liked to get a lot more done, but I couldn't. Obviously, some of it had to do with funds, and I mean, some of my home projects we definitely got done. Some of my family projects we definitely got done. Money and budgeting was difficult. Etsy was difficult. I got very little of my Etsy done, which is very disappointing. My self page, I got nothing of it done. So this and that, I mean, I would have liked to accomplish a couple more of my goals as see fit, but it didn't. But you know what? We're gonna just wash that away, and we're gonna start new come 2025. So as you can see, I have a happy planner here with me. So I did a lot of thinking about my word of the year and what does it mean. And you know what? I was watching a video the other day. I happened to stumble across her YouTube channel. And I always believe that when I come across YouTube channels that pique my interest, or I learned something about watching them, that it's kind of a what's the word I'm looking for? It's kind of a fate type thing, I came across a health website long ago, wasn't that long, maybe April, May of this year. His name is Gary Brecka. I don't want to say he's holistic, but he believes in letting your body do what it's built for. You know what I mean? And bringing nutrition back into your life, and how much that affects mood and so on and so forth. Anyway, I will have his information linked below. And I stumbled across Gary Brecka because of my daughter, who suffers from anxiety, depression, and his YouTube videos have been literally life-changing for all of us, for literally everybody in my family. So I often believe that I run across these videos for a purpose. You know what I mean? That they come up on my feed for a reason. So anyway, so what I'm about to go through, I take no credit for at all. None. This was not my idea. This was not, this is not even something I had even considered doing. So, her name is Kay, and her YouTube channel is Love Notes. It's either by Kay or with Kay, but I will link all of her information in the description box below. I happened to stumble across one of her videos. She had started incorporating this into her life, into her planning, and a light bulb went on for me. Literally a light bulb went on. It was a literal aha moment. So I had started thinking about my word of the year probably back in like August and September. And my word that I was looking for wasn't necessarily an adjective, but a noun. And it was going to be me. That was going to be my word of the year. I am in the last probably quarter of my life. I am looking at retirement in probably 8 years. My husband and I are empty nesters for the most part. I mean, my daughter is living home temporarily. So I really felt compelled to start thinking about me and what brings me joy and what brings me happiness, and really start looking at what can I do to bring all of these aspects into my life. Hold on one second. I have another little light above me. So I decided to not necessarily make my word of the year an adjective. In other words, make it a task to do, but really to start looking inward as to taking care of me and the boundaries in my life and some of the goals that I want to attain, you know what I mean, for myself. So, so I kind of had that word in my mind, and that was what I was going to go with. And then I ran across Kay's channel, and it was just ironic that she had dove into what I'm about to show you. So my word of the year is not necessarily going to be a word. My word of the year is actually going to be a journey, the start of a new journey for me, in putting myself, I don't want to say first, but my motto now is putting me in the top 3 instead of putting me at the bottom of the list. And I know that this is going to come with its own set of challenges, to be honest with you. As women, we have a tendency to put everybody else in our lives above our own needs. And I know that a lot of us struggle with it, and we feel guilty and when we try to take care of ourselves. But I looked at it this way. A lot of, you know, when you go on an airplane ride, they always tell you to put your mask on you first and then your child. And they say that because if you don't have oxygen, you can't take care of your kid. You know what I mean? You can't take care of that baby. Your first reaction is, well, put it on their kid. Well, if you don't have oxygen, or if you don't have your oxygen mask on, you obviously can't take care of your kid. So anyway, so that is kind of the premise that I'm going off of. I will make the people around me better if I'm a better version of myself. Now, don't get me wrong. Overall, I have a nice life. Please do not. I really do. We live in a beautiful home. I have a steady job. We make pretty good money. I have beautiful children. I have great grandchildren. I mean, some people might look at my life and be like, girl, you got it going on. But it's the internal things now that I want to start focusing on. So enough of that. So anyway, one of my goals for 2025 is to try to use up some of my old planning. I'm going to be very budget focused in 2025, extremely budget focused in 2025. I really do have some pretty big budget goals. a lot of my budget for 2024 kind of went to helping out family and taking care of, medical bills for my daughter and putting money into my house. And we knew that. We knew in 2024 it was going to be a rough go. So 2025, I am going to be very focused on my budget and where my money is going and what I can do to increase my income. So anyway, I had this big happy planner that it was part of a memory keeping thing that I got on sale at Michael's years and years and years ago. It's been sitting at the bottom of my pile for I don't know, 4 or 5 years. But it says, and suddenly it's time to start something new and trust the magic of new beginnings. And it is absolutely ironic that that saying should be there. It's by somebody called Meister Eckhart. Don't know who that is, but I'm sure I can Google him and find out. But this is such a fitting saying on the front. I could not have put this any better. So I decided to use up some of my old supplies and go with this cover. So it's just a big happy planner. And then I happen to have some, these are plastic, but I happen to have some rose gold discs to put along with this. This is rose gold on the front. So, the journey that I'm going to be looking at, the way that Kay had explained it, it's called a me journey. Okay. Let me make sure that I'm in frame so you guys can see this. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm going to zoom in. Well, no, I want you guys to see it all. So, and me is spelled M-I-I. And the way that she described it was manifest, inspire, and intentional. Obviously, you can manifest what your goals are, be inspired by whatever brings you inspiration, and be intentional in what you're doing. So I titled this my 2025 Me Journey. And some of the mottos or mantras that I'm going to be living with for the next, well, hopefully forever, is faith, family, and focus. Now, I know a lot of people see faith, family, and friends. Yes, friends are important, but focus on faith and family is going to be really where I want to direct my energy. And then the other motto that will go with that is putting me in the top 3. So faith, family, and focus, and the focus is going to be on me. I am no longer going to allow myself to be at the bottom of the barrel. I have always put my career, my work above me. I've always put a lot of things above myself. And I think after being on this earth for 57 years, I think I deserve to be in the top 3. And I don't say that being arrogant. I don't say that being, egotistical or anything like that. But it's just time. You know what I mean? Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, there'll always be times that, keeping things in balance. But for the most part, I need to start making myself a little bit more of a priority and living the last quarter of my life on this earth, being happy and being inspired and being intentional. So the way that Kay kind of put this all together. Now, I found this specific layout on Canva, and I did some alterations to it. So she has hers broken up into several different sections, okay? So this one is connections. This one is areas of development. This is health and beauty. This is stress and chaos. This is financial, and then this is mood. And then it gives you a little area here down at the bottom for some reflections and goals. So this is kind of set up in 6 different blocks. So I went through this, and connections is more like relationships, but it's that connection that you're making. So with other people, I want to be able to listen to people more. I have a very, very bad habit of being so inside my own head, especially at work, that I don't stop and listen to other people. Siblings, being able to make that connection more with my siblings as we're all getting older. Birthdays. My family doesn't really make a very big deal about birthdays. Kind of send a card, say a happy birthday. I think this year, especially for the people, my immediate family, my kids, my grandkids, my husband, my siblings, I really want to make birthdays a bigger deal because I don't know how many more I have. Set up some type of reward system for myself. Make a better connection or continue to have a strong connection with my grandkids and being able to show appreciation to those people in my life. I do not do that well. I can say thank you, thank you for doing this, thank you for doing that, but really going out of my way to show appreciation to those people that are in my life. So areas of development, Kay had it listed as something else. I like area as development. It doesn't make me feel like such a failure. Working on boundaries, slowing down. I really need to start to slow down a little bit more. Work on things that bring me joy. Work on my Etsy and YouTube, and really try to build that business as a future area of income. Work on my work-life balance. I'm terrible at work-life balance. When I get involved in work, it encompasses my life, and I don't want that to happen anymore. Work on not being so perfect, unplug more, absolutely. And then, work more on date nights with my husband. So that's connections and area and development. Health and beauty. Make sure that I'm doing the appropriate doctor's appointments, that I'm taking care of my health, a little bit more next year. No sugar. Go for, a quarterly massage. I am terrible because I wear my hair up every single day. I'm terrible at having any type. It's literally straight. It goes up in a bun every single day. So working on, even if it's just going in for a trim. Meditation. I really want to learn to meditate because I've heard nothing but wonderful things. Going out and sitting in the sunshine, grounding yourself, taking off your shoes and socks. And this is one of the areas that Gary Brecka, my holistic guy, huge areas, getting vitamin D outside, sitting in the grass and grounding yourself to the earth. I really want to have a DNA testing done like my daughter did. Working on some type of skincare program. I mean, I have nice skin, but I would really like to work on, some facial and something to help my hands. My hands take a beating on a daily basis. So working on some type of skincare thing, and then doing breathing 10 times a day, deep breathing. I mean, I can do that in the car. I just have to remember to do it. So. Okay, so stress and chaos, huge. Working on those boundaries, that is, for me, that is huge. I don't do very well, and I also have boundaries here in area of development, but I knew I wanted to bring it into that stress, because not having boundaries is a huge portion of my stress. Retirement, money, obviously, that's always a stressor for everybody. Working on what I can better do to help my daughter Callie. Time management. That is just the worst thing ever. Is just being able to manage my time. Working on the last portion or the third phase of my remodeling for my house. And really, really focusing on not enabling other people, holding other people accountable in my life. Enabling is huge at work. Huge one. So I don't expect to have, I'm going to try, but I expect to not have that be a dot in my box every single day. Okay, financial. Again, like I said, I am going to be laser focused as soon as I just, you know what I mean? I'm just cleaning up some stuff for the end of the year, but starting where I began cash stuffing, it was 2021, I think it was, that I started my cash stuffing journey. And it started my first paycheck in January. So I need to get back to that. Debt. I don't have a huge amount of debt, but my home improvement loan, and the little areas of debt, you know what I mean, that we do have. Really focusing on putting money into my envelope, myself, and I do have a plan for that. Tracking my expenses, saving for a new car, saving more money towards retirement, and savings in general. So this one is going to be a huge focus for me in 2025. And then the last one is tracking my mood. Happy, sad, joyful, annoyed, grateful, stressed, tired, and content. You know what I mean? How is my, because my moods affect my family, they affect people at work. I've noticed that a lot, because when I'm in an off mood, I am in an off mood. Like, just FYI, the last couple of days, not last couple of days, how about since last Wednesday, I have been out of my antidepressant medication. And they wouldn't refill it till I went in and saw the doctor for my yearly, you know what I mean, how do you feel type of thing. So I just got it refilled today. So I've been very off the last couple of days, but I know why. So anyway, so I set one up for January. Oh, wait a minute. I have more. Oh, sorry. How many? Oh, maybe I have 8. I forgot about that one. I do have 8. Sorry. 2, 4, 6, 8. Oh, yeah, I got 2 more. Right? And that should be the end. Yes, that's the end. Okay, so there's 8 boxes altogether. Some of the things that I want to start to be resilient towards, patience. My patience is this big, literally. The older that I get, the less patience I have. Letting go of a lot of stuff, giving myself grace, and really focusing on a daily basis on my mind talk. What are the things that I say to myself? Do I give myself a pep talk during the day? So this is probably going to be, this will probably be my most challenging box to go through on a daily basis. And then my emotions. I mean, you have your emotions and you have mood. Thinking before I speak, which is not good. I don't do that well at all. Giving myself permission, to feel the way that I do instead of just stuffing it all down inside. Having gratitude, being optimistic, saying I love you more, smiling more. A lot of people tell me when I'm very much into my own mind, I look pissed off all the time. And how do I turn my bad days around? So there are 8 different, I thought there was only 6. I forgot about the last 2. So there are 8 different areas. Now, I'm going to try to not allow this to overwhelm me. And if some areas I'm going to exceed in and some area excel in, other areas I probably won't. But it's just the fact that I'm going to give it my best shot and kind of see what happens. So I went through and I printed all the way through December. So this is kind of my book. You know what I mean? This is the start of my me journey. Now, at the very beginning, some of the other things that I came up with was 25 things to do in 2025. So I just included 4 things that I was I'm very thankful for, 4 quotes that I just love. I just have such a direct indication on my life, a direct relation to my life, that these are very, I see these a lot. I write these a lot in my journal. So I thought I would just put them at the top. And then 25 things that I would love to do. And so when I do them, you know what I mean? I'm just going to write a little bit of notes about them. And, you know, going to a comedy club, pumpkin painting with my grandkids. I want to go to Chicago, taking a picture every day, learning to meditate, you know, playing hooky from work one day, little things, having a staycation. I really, really want to get back into my reading again. I was an avid reader for a very, very long time, and for years that has just fallen to the wayside. I really want to get back into that. You know, buy myself flowers on a monthly basis, just something for me. Prioritizing my meal planning, monetize on YouTube, making a photo album of all or as many cake designs as I've done and combining that into a photo album of all the ones that I have of my dad and all of the cake decorating that my dad did. I think that will hold a lot of sentimental value for me. So I just put down 25 things that I would like to, I'd like to accomplish, because I know that these are feel-good things for me. So I also found a self-care challenge, day 1 all the way through day 30, although I think I won't do this in 30 days. I think I'm just going to use this as a guide. You know, some of them I may, some of them I may do every single week. Others, it may be just once a year, but it's just kind of a little fun little thing. And then I put things that I would like to do in 2025, places I want to go and eat, places I want to visit, event ideas. I've yet to fill out movies to watch, but date night ideas, things I want to do with my grandkids. Just now, some of this is repetitive to the front of this, but again, just more in detail. And then of course I get into my me challenge. So I am going to literally have to write in my planner every single day, because this needs to become a habit. So in my planner every single day, right next to the day, it will be, check your me journey or me journey, just so that I don't get into this for January and February. It's like weight loss. You go to the gym for January, February, and then you don't go anymore. I really want to focus on this and not make huge changes, but really, really focus on the things internally, and then that will come out externally. So I will update you guys, from time to time on how this is going. If anybody is interested in these layouts, I can surely, I'm figuring out a way to be able to download this someplace where people have access to it, freebies and stuff like that. So I have a lot of things that I want to accomplish in 2025, and I'm very, very, very excited about them, including starting a Patreon page for my budgeting and my planning. So maybe I make this part of my Patreon page. So anyway, so this, again, not necessarily a word of the year. My word is me, but it'll be a me journey. It'll be something that I will dial into every single day of my life. So I've numbered it 1 to 31. So every single day I will look at this, and then I bought myself a whole big thing of dot markers. So take, for instance, on the 1st of January, you know what I mean? Take my dot marker. Did I listen more to people? I'll probably end up, writing some type of key. I'll work out the colors and stuff like that. But, did I listen more today? Do I feel like I listened more today? Yes or no? Dot is yes, or a certain color is yes, another color is no. And just kind of go through every single day, you know what I mean? And then at the bottom, again, it has reflections and goals. So I've never done anything like this before in my life, ever. Never. I'm excited about it. I'm excited to start this new area. I'm excited. I'm nervous about the changes that it may bring. I'm not nervous about failure, because this is not, even if I never did anything with this, I'm going to be who I am. this can only make me better, is what I'm saying. So there is no failure in this. If I don't do it, I don't do it. So that's one of the things, is giving myself grace. If I miss a day, I miss a day. It is what it is. But it's just a good guideline for me to do. So so yeah, everybody, that's my me journey for 2025. I'm looking forward to getting started on it. And like I said, every once in a while I'll do a video, just kind of do a check-in with you guys, let you know, guys know how you're doing. If you think that you would be interested, you know what I mean, in this, again, I'm going to figure out a way to share it, whether it's in a book. I think the best way to be able to share it would be digitally, because like I said, I got this out of Canva, and I was able to change, you know what I mean, my headings. So I'll figure it out. I'll figure out, and once I do, when my next video comes up, when it comes to this, which will probably be in like the first week in January, I'll have it figured it out as how I'm going to go about sharing this with everybody. And yeah, and again, not my idea. I just took the idea and ran with it to kind of customize it to me. I will link Kay's video and her YouTube channel in the description box below. And anytime I do a video, I will link all of her information where you can go back and see how she set up hers. And yeah, if you guys start your own, let me know. I would really, really love to start, you know what I mean, doing this as a circle, you know what I mean, kind of putting a me group together, and supporting each other, because I know that I'm not going to be able to do this by myself. I know that just reaching out to Kay, I know that I'm assuming that you'd be very much in following each other's journey. So if you would be interested in joining the Me Journey Caravan, let me know. I would be very, very interested in what everybody has to say. But anyway, okay guys, that's kind of enough of my soapbox. I hope everybody enjoyed the video. I would love feedback on this. But again, the way that I always end all of my videos, if you could like the video, helps with the algorithm, and it helps get this journey out. Subscribe if you just want to see how the journey goes. If you're not subscribed already, share it, share. I mean, that's the best way to be able to put content out there. And ring the notification bell, so every time I put up a video when it comes to this, you guys are going to be notified. Okay, everybody? Again, thanks for joining in, and we'll catch you in the next video. Bye.